Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. This is my first video, and for my first video I wanted to do something really simple. Because it's coming into summer, I wanted to do something real nice and glowy and just a simple glam, I suppose. So to start with, I'm just going to prime my face with the Stila One Step Correct. So I'll zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to do my brows first. My Anastasia Dip Brow in medium brown. And I'm going to take my Jeffree Star Morphe collab. I'm just going to start by brushing the hair upwards, and then we're going to do little strokes to fill in the front of my brow and then go towards the end. You can see I've gone a little bit too far in here, so we'll just clean up with some concealer. Just going to go and do the other one off camera real quick and I'll be right back. So now I'm just going to take some concealer. I'm just going to take the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Mine's a bit janky, in the shade Vanilla. And I'm just going to take my dual end paddle brush by XO Beauty. I'm just going to clean up around my brows now. To forgive me for the quality of this video because it is my first one and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing in that regard. Though they do tell me practice makes perfect, so we'll see how we go. I wanted my first video to just be something quite simple and then work up to the more out there looks, I suppose. So with that being done, I'm just going to take my damp Morphe X Jeffree Star sponge, which I have cleaned. Doesn't look like it, but... And I'm just going to blend that concealer in. Okay, so now that they're filled in, I'm going to go ahead and do my shadow. So I'm going to take the thicker side of that, and I'm just going to go in with that same concealer and just go all over my eyelid. Now I'm going to take some Benefit Stay Don't Stray for my primer. I will admit this is about the only eyeshadow primer I've tried, but hey, why stray from what works? I'm just going to go straight back in with that paddle brush and just blend that in. So I'm going to go in with the Sheenexo palette with BH Cosmetics. Because this, I just feel like this has got some neutral shades in it and a couple of nice shimmers, and I just wanted to do something nice and easy. So to start with, I'm going to go in with this one here, and I'm just going to take this as my transition shade, and I'm just taking that on a Morphe Jeffree Star one. This is the JS5. Just going to take this above my crease, so it's giving me something to work into. I'm just going to gradually build that up. This is an XO Beauty brush. The label has worn off of it, but I believe it's a crease blender brush, maybe? No, that sounds wrong. I don't know. It's an XO Beauty brush. I'm pretty sure you can still get it on the website. I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm just going to concentrate that mostly in my crease and outer corner. tapping off the excess. So now I'm just going to take this bone coloured shade, there it is, and I'm just going to go over my lid, and I'm going to take that on just going to take it on this little XO Beauty eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to almost, I don't want to say cut my crease, but I'm just going to take that right on my lid. Just as a base for a little shimmer to blend in. So now I'm just going to go in back with this brush here that had that darker shade on it with no extra product. I'm just going to go back over the crease in the corner just to blend that in. And then on my finger, I'm going to take this shade here and I'm just going to put that just where I put that bone coloured shade. Okay, now that's done, I'm just going to go back in with that blender brush that we first used and with no extra product and just soften everything up. And then again, I'm just going to take a little bit more of this like burgundy coloured shade that we used in the crease and just redefine that. I think I want to make that lid colour a little bit more intense, so I'm going to take it on a smaller brush. And I'm just going to spray that. I'm going to spray that with a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And then I'm going to dip into that same lid colour. And I'm just going to put it right in the inner part of my eye. Just to brighten it up a little bit more. Make it a little bit more intense. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for the time being and I'm gonna do my face. So I'll zoom it out again. Perfect. So we've already primed, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Pink Light Strobe Cream by MAC. Foundation today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me and my shade is Classic Ivory. I have Zero Fake Tan on and I'm going to take that, just going to put a little bit on my hand, or a lot on my hand, and I'm just going to take my damp sponge, I'm just going to pat a little bit. I think that colour's pretty good. I have to admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of this when I first got it, but it's growing on me. I would say this has like a light to medium coverage, but I believe it's pretty buildable. I'm going to take a little bit more on those areas that I want a little bit extra coverage. Just so I'd simulate a little bit more. Concealer. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin by Urban Decay. And this is in the shade Light Neutral. I'm just going to take that under my eyes to get rid of these dark circles on my nose. And up here, my chin. And for a little bit extra, because I have a wrinkle here, it's going to take a little bit of my Tarte Creaseless Concealer on top of that. That's about the only place I like to use that concealer. And then with that same beauty blender, it's going to dab that in. So just use that concealer as well to clean up that eyeshadow. So I'm not quite happy with the coverage just in here at the moment. I'm quite dark still. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that Vanilla NARS Complete Matte, what is it? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And I'm just going to take that on this the little end again of the dual paddle brush. I'm just going to concentrate there, right where I'm quite dark. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit better. We're looking a little bit better. Now, setting powder. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to take that again on that same, what is it? Sponge. Same sponge. And I'm going to just dab that under my eye. I'm not going to bake per se, I'm just going to dab it in with my sponge. Now I do tend to melt a fair bit on my nose, so I will take this powder and put a fair amount of this on my nose. Seems to help a little bit. So that's that. Now for the whole face, I'm going to go in with my Studio Fix powder by MAC, and this is in the shade N4. I need a new one. But this stuff honestly just lasts forever. So I'm just going to take a face brush by XO Beauty. I'm sorry, I have no idea what these names are. All the labels have come off. So I'm just going to go like that, tap off the excess, and I'm going to pat that all over my face. Just noticed, where have I put that brush? If you don't lose a brush on your makeup table, did you even do your makeup? Okay, I'm really liking the way that this is looking at the moment. So we've done that. Next, we're gonna do some bronzer. Not contouring, we're gonna bronze first. I'm gonna take this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. And I'm going to take this Jeffree Star JS1 Jeffree Star X Morphe. So I'm just gonna dab that in there. On top of that bronzer, because we are looking a little bit matte, I'm going to take this Napoleon Tone It Face and Body Reflective Contour. I'm just going to take the tiniest amount on this little angled face brush, bronzer brush. I'm just going to tap the tiniest amount, tap off the excess. I'm just going to put that everywhere that I just put that bronzer. So for contour, I'm going to use this NYX contour palette, and I'm going to dab between these two shades here. As you can see, this one is my normal go-to. I'm just going to go between these two, and I'm going to use the Jeffree Star. This is the JS3. It's got like a little tapered end. A super light hand. I'm just going to go from here and then like halfway sort of down my face. Then I'm just going to take that powder brush again, and I'm just going to go over the top of that just to make sure it's not so harsh. Then for blush today, I'm going to go in with my Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amour. So I'm just going to pop that on there, the apples of my cheeks, and then towards the back. Lovely, a little bit on my nose. Again, I'm just going to do that same trick and just pat my powder brush back over the top of that. For highlight today, I think I might use that same Colourpop shade that I put on my eyelid. So I'm just going to take my finger in that, I'm just going to swirl it around. Just going to pat off any excess, and I'm just going to put that on the high points of my cheek. So now I'm going to finish off my under eye, and I'm just going to go into that same palette and basically just use the same colours I just used. So on this little, it is a crease detail brush, I'm just going to take that burgundy sort of brownie shade and run it all underneath my eye, and I'm going to stop it like just before I get to the end because I want to put like a lighter colour in there. I'll zoom you in again. Okay, now under the eye, under like the start of my eye, I'm gonna take a clean, good joke, Alicia. I was gonna say a clean pencil brush, but I don't really, oh yeah, I do. I have a clean pencil brush. So this is also an XO Beauty one. And I'm just gonna take that same color that we put on the lid, just this one here in the center. And I'm gonna run that underneath the start of my eye. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with that same Colourpop highlight, which is the Lunch Money. And I'm going to take that on, you know what, the same brush that I used on the lid, if I can find it in this mess that I call my makeup desk. For my brow bone, Firstly, I'm going to go in with that bone colour that we put on the lid, and I'm going to run it with something. So I've just cleaned off the tip of my crease brush. I'm just going to pop into that bone coloured shade, bone shade, run it underneath my brow. And then for the brow bone highlight, we're going to use, you guessed it, the same colour that we put on our lid. Just going to diffuse that a little bit with my finger. So it kind of meshes into my highlight, which is cute. Now, what's next? Should probably finish off my brows. So now that we're sort of finished with the powder, I'm just going to brush this Gimme Brow through my brows. I'm going to brush upwards. So I'm not going to do liner. because I want this to be like a fresh summery look. So I'm just going to go in with some waterline, and I'm going to take this Tarte Fake Awake. It's just a nude eyeliner on the bottom lash line. For my waterline, my top waterline, I'm going to go in with a brown one if I can find it. Yep, here it is. So I'm just going to go in with the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in, what is this shade called? Spice. I'm going to go right up the top of my lash line. Sometimes black can just be too harsh. I just poked myself in the eye. Now that's on, I'm going to go in with mascara, and I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash. Okay, so see how that's kind of gotten my shadow? I'm going to show you how I get rid of that very shortly. Okay, so I'm going to do my lid while I wait for that little bit of mascara to dry that's on my lid. So for lips, I'm going to go in with like just a nude because it's a summery look and I don't want it to be too over the top. So we're going to go in with this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Rush. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips as best I can. Try and show you. Okay, now for the lip colour. I was going to do this, but I feel like it's a little bit too dark. Like it'd go perfectly with my lip liner, but I think I want a little bit brighter. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with this XO Beauty lipstick in the shade For Locally. This is, I believe, is it a matte? No. Yep, this is a matte finish. So I'm going to take this Dose of Colours gloss called Over the Top. This is from the Desi X Katie collab. I'm just going to tap that. All over. Yeah, I think I like that. Rightio, I think we're done. Are we done? I think we're done. So I'm going to spritz with this little Glam Glow Setter. How cute is this? I wanted to get the little one in case I didn't like it, but I love it, so now I'm going to have to get the big one. Oh my god, that stuff smells so amazing. So while that's sinking in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of that Sports Girl stuff on my chest. I'm just going to take a Zoeva brush. Honestly, you should see the state of my desk. It's somewhere. Anywhere. Maybe if I cleaned up after myself, I might be able to find stuff. There it is. I actually had to put it back, so I couldn't find it. So I'm just going to put this down so I don't get it all over my shirt. And I'm just going to do a couple of squirts. And then I'm just going to rub it in. Going to add 2 more. I'm not even going anywhere. I'm literally doing this just to sit at home. Oh my god, is anyone else retarded with their other hand? I'm so left-handed. I feel like I can't do anything with my right hand. Okay. Are we glowing? I feel like we're glowing a little bit. We should be. Okay, so I literally just finished filming and then I was like, oh wait, I still have mascara on my eyelid. So I'm gonna show you how I get it off. So I'm just gonna take my little spoolie end of my JS something, JS7, and I'm just gonna flick away at it until it comes off. So after I've done that, I'm now gonna take that same shadow that we had on the eyelid. I'm just gonna go over the top of it just to make sure it's all, to make sure that it has no gaps in it. So I'm just gonna take a little brush and I'm just gonna go over that. And all gone. Okay, we are done. Thank you to everyone who has watched. If you've gotten this far, I appreciate it so much. Please like, follow, subscribe, let me know what you think. Let me know where I can improve on, which I know is, it's gonna be a lot, let's be real. But yeah, I'm just starting out. I wanna get more comfortable with the camera. I wanna know what you guys wanna see, so please leave me a message. I'll leave my Instagram and everything down below if you wanna give me a follow and a like. And yeah, thank you. We'll see you on my next one.